this video and I'm going to do the packet tracer network representation. So first, let's read the objectives of this packet tracer. So the network model in this activity incorporates many of the technologies that you will master in your CCNA study. So it represents a simplified version of how a small to medium-sized business network might look. So feel free to explore the network on your own. When you are ready, proceed through the following steps and answer the question. So there's a note. It is important that you understand everything you see and do in this activity. Feel free to explore the network on your own. If you wish to proceed more systematically, follow the steps below. Answer the questions to the best of your ability. So let's move on to the step 1. Identify common components of a network as represented in packet tracer. So sorry for the background noises. So A, the icon toolbar at the bottom left-hand corner has various categories of network components. You should see categories that correspond to intermediary devices and media. The connections category with the lightning bolt icon represents the network media supported by packet tracer. There is also an end devices category and 2 categories specific to packet tracer: custom-made devices and multi-user connection. So list the intermediary devices categories. So we have the network devices, the end devices, the components, connections, miscellaneous, multi-user connection, router, switches, hubs, wireless devices, security, and lastly, our one emulation. So without entering into the internet cloud or intranet cloud, how many icons in the topology represent endpoint devices? Only one connection leading to them. So let's count the icons in the topology. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in this home office. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 icons in the topology represent endpoint devices. So for letter D, without counting the 2 clouds, how many icons in the topology represent intermediary device, multiple connections leading to them? So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 icons in the topology representing the intermediary devices. So in letter E, how many end devices are not desktop computers? So let's also count that. So we have inkjet, home laptop, and the tablet. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 end devices that are not desktop computers. So for letter F, how many different types of media connections are used in this network topology? So they use a blue connection, which is the kosher connection, a serial connection, a copper straight, connection. Mm, and wait. So in total, we can says that there are four types of media connections in this network topology. So in step 2, explain the purpose of the devices. So in the packet tracer, only the server PT device can act as a server. Desktop or laptop PCs cannot act as a server. Based on your study so far, explain the client-server model. So in these modern networks, a host can act as a client, a server, or both. So software installed on host determines the role it plays on the network. Servers are hosts that have software installed that enables them to provide um, information and services. Hosts on the network, services like email or something, maybe web pages to other hosts on the network. So clients are hosts that have software installed that enable them to request and display server. So a client could also be a client can also be configured as a server simply by installing server software. So after that, letter B, list at least two functions of these intermediary devices. So, regenerate and transmit data signals, like maintains information about what pathways exist through the network and internetwork. Notify other devices of errors and communication failures. Next one is direct data along alternate pathways when there is a link failure. Classify and direct messages according to QoS priorities, permit or deny the flow of data based on security settings. So list at least two criteria for choosing a network media device or choosing a network media type. So the distance the media can successfully carry a signal, the environment in which the media can be installed, the amount of data, and the speed at which it must be transmitted, the cost of the media and installation. So step 3, compare and contrast LANs and WANs. So explain the difference between a LAN and a WAN. Give example of each. So we know that LAN provide access to end users into a small geographic area, a home office, for example, or an school campus are example of LANs. So move on to WAN. So WAN is a wide area network. So based on its name, WAN provide access to users in a wide geographic area. So over long distances spanning a few miles to thousands of miles. A metropolitan area network and the internet are examples of ones. A company's intranet may also connect multiple remote sites using a wide area network. So, in the packet tracer network, how many ones do you see? So, we can see or we can say that there are two ones in this packet tracer network, which is the internet and the intranet of the ones. So, how many LANs do you see? So, we can say that there are three identifiable LAN because of its label, the home office, the branch, and the central. So in step 3, letter D, the internet in this packet tracer network is overly simplified and does not represent the structure and form of the real internet. Briefly describe the internet. So, internet is mostly used when we need to communicate with resource on another network. So, the internet is a global mesh of interconnected networks or interworks. Internet works, I mean. So, what are some of the common ways a home user connects to the internet? So, we can say that um, a home user connects common ways. We have a cable, a DSL, a dial-up, um, cellular, and the satellite to connect to our internet. So like this. So cable, our satellite, telephone, and a cellular phone. So what are common methods that businesses use to connect to the internet in your area? So we can say that dedicated lease line, Metro E, DSL, and cable, and a satellite. So we already answer all the questions here in Packet Tracer. So thank you for watching this. So this is titled again Packet Tracer Network Representation in Chapter 1 NetAcad. So hope you found this knowledgeable and informationable. Thank you.